XRP, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, first of all, we have been looking for buy since the price was within this move, and this is what we get. And when the price was within this move, exactly here, we mentioned whatever the trade we have from for buy within this, we have to start to manage and book some profits. And even we mentioned if we want to look for buy, we have to get the proper correction and trade setup because we mentioned the price can reverse, and this is what we get. Now, whether this is a reversal or deep correction, how we can trade this? Because mostly when we have this kind of the correction, we can expect the price to drop. But how about if we get a correction here for continuation? Okay, now we start with higher time frame. We start with daily chart. First of all, if we refer to daily chart and we refer to over analysis, we mentioned we are waiting for the price to break the previous top, which is 0.65. We mentioned after the breakout of 0.65 following by 0.75, then mostly we can look for the continuation. Either we get the bigger correction or not. But at that time, we mentioned the possibility of the price to retest 0.42 following by 0.39 is very less. Now, still the price haven't broke, okay, almost near to what we were expected, but it couldn't broke. Now the question is, this is a correction, and we can expect to the price to retest 0.36 following by 0.34, or we can look for continuation. How we can trade it? That's why when the price was within this move, I mentioned if you want to look for trade, as long as the price haven't broke 0.65 but following by 0.75, we need to consider, I mean, we have to get the proper trade setup, and any trade we should know how to manage it. Okay, now we move to forward chart. Now the question is, this is what we have been looking for. 1, 2, 3 we get. Now the thing is, how we can look at this? Either this is the start of the down move, or this one can be similar to what we have here. Maybe we get a correction, one more drop, then we look at this flat for continuation. Okay, now we want to see how we can trade. Based on forward chart, we don't have any trade setup. And if I move to 1 hour chart, and even if you refer to 1 hour chart, even if you want to look for buy, we don't have right now, we don't have any trade setup. Unless there is a continuation correction, then maybe we can look for buy. But rather than that, what we have right now, still there is a correction in relative to this. That means still we can expect the price to drop. And even if you want to look for sell any short move with a flag, we can sell it. With the breakout of this low, we start to manage. Because as I mentioned, this move can turn to a correction similar to what we have here. Exactly similar to what we have here. We get the correction for one more drop, then the price reverse. That's why I made this one turn to a correction. The price drop, then we get the reversal. If we get this, at least we know we have a flat. Then we can look for buy. But if there is a continuation from here, right now we don't have any trade setup unless we see the correction and trade setup for buy. Then we can look for buy. By the way, as I mentioned, if you want to trade here, we have to wait. Right now, we don't have any trade setup either for sell or buy. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.